New tonight, an I-Team investigation that could change music history. Elvis fans have been living in Heartbreak Hotel ever since his death, wanting to hear something new from the King.
Well, tonight, a new, never-before-heard recording has surfaced that could be Elvis Presley. In a News Channel 3 I-Team investigation, Mike Chesney shows us where this recording came from.
This is the story of a king. The King. And a recording.
I'm living.
This recording.
Living to love you.
Of a song called Living to Love You. And according to Battle Creek attorney Violet Hinton, that's Elvis Presley singing. She says the song comes from songwriter Jimmy Crane and producer Albert Lee, recorded in 1976, the year before Elvis died. There's a series of unfortunate events.
Jimmy Crane died. Albert Lee had a stroke. His studio was broken into. He had a second stroke and he died.
And the recording disappears, only to be rediscovered years later, collecting dust in the attic of Albert Lee's wife's home.
Her house was foreclosed on. They were going through it. They found all this stuff.
One of those sons lives in Battle Creek and brought the recording he believed was Elvis to Hinton.
Because in the contracts it always says,
along with a table full of documents.
all the tapes, all the contracts, all the songs written by Jimmy Crane, copyrights.
Hinton, a lifetime Elvis fan, couldn't help but be all shook up.
He was the greatest. There's no one like Elvis Presley, never will be. They can say that other singers were as good. They can't be. So when I heard that, I knew that was Elvis Presley. I knew it.
Hinton says she's verified the authenticity of the documents, and she says they connect Elvis, Jimmy Crane, and Albert Lee all to this song. Perhaps most important, shipping receipts. On the song line, Living to Love You. The artist line, Elvis. But Hinton admits there's no smoking gun here, no one piece of evidence that proves that this recording is really the King himself. It's a case she brings to News Channel 3. I tracked down forensic audio expert Ed Primeau and noted music journalist Gary Graff to help solve the mystery. Graff says if the recording is real, it's a huge deal.
It's a great find because if it truly does come from 1976, Elvis's recording had really waned by then. He was not an active recording artist at that time, much to the consternation of his record company of RCA.
A person's voice is very characteristic too.
Primeau has done forensic audio-visual analysis work on dozens of legal cases. He says the best scenario would be having Elvis sing this song today and matching to that. Obviously, not an option.
We go back to that same era and we pull a piece of music.
I'll remember you.
We find similar phrasing vocally in the music and call that our exemplar, and we compare that to the sample that we want to know if this is indeed Elvis or not.
Files in, programs running,
and then I've got to take one of this.
ears ready.
Living to love you.
Of course, that now takes us into the investigation phase. We sat down with Primeau for hours, dissecting the recording, comparing it to known Elvis songs. And tonight at 11, we'll take you step by step through that process and ultimately to the answer, is this Elvis? I'm Mike Chesney, News Channel.